I guess that means I should stop preparing for this session already.
Probably a good idea.
Nah, keep doing it.
For those that have seen the back end, I literally made a new scene that might appear today 15 minutes ago.
Nice.
So
I like it.
we're really coming in hot.
All right, who's doing our recap? I did it last time. 1, 2, 3, not it.
That's right.
Not it.
Nose goes.
Am I the only one that takes notes? I'll do it again if I need
I mean, probably.
Yeah, I don't
Unless-
take notes at all.
Unless you send notes, I will read it.
to. I could make my session notes available to everybody.
Oh, heck yeah.
Well, I'm going to need somebody to do it so that I have 5 more minutes to prep stuff.
Okay.
Pass
Okay.
Pass it to John. He's closest to you.
I want to see him to do a recap based solely on your notes.
Oh, it's interesting.
I keep my own notes. I think all.
Oh, you keep your own notes. Okay, so you can do it this time.
Wow.
I
Just call us
also
out a
was
little
the
bit, John.
first
That's
to
fine.
Say not it. So
Oh.
I adhere strictly to the rules of not it.
That's fair. I'm going to override it and say that it's your turn, but then afterwards, we're going to go to the other 3 for a while, so you guys need to start taking notes. Ah.
I like it.
Well,
But
I would like you to know that I am not going to take notes.
Here comes all the excuses. I'll share.
No, there's no excuse. I'm just not doing it.
I'll share my notes document. Let me take my character notes off of it though. You can't.
I take playing my character very seriously, and my character doesn't know how to write.
Okay.
Mine doesn't know how to read, so it's a double
Ah,
whammy for us.
In character, guys, this is what my character would do. He doesn't take notes because he doesn't know how to read.
I'll do
Straight
mine.
up.
It's fine.
We, after much ado about nothing, we found ourselves finally on a ferry going to Cross's Rest. We have a ragtag crew aboard the Emerald Dawn, a captain who I think we all very much like, and a crew that we sleep with one eye open around because I don't trust any of them yet. We arrived at Cross's Rest to find the town suspiciously vacant of a welcoming committee. There was a dragon statue in the port. There were no people around the village. We did a little bit of investigation, found signs of a struggle, scratch marks, and bodies suggesting small raptor-like creatures. We did our best to locate survivors, found none, decided to follow the tracks of these creatures, which also takes us on the path that we were originally going to go, staying way, way, way clear of the Queen of Spite as we try to find our oh god, not the hearthberries, the other ones, Her Majesty's turnips. And then we were, not ambush isn't the right word because we kind of knew we were walking into it, but we found a small logging camp or homestead or farm out in the middle of nowhere. Discovered more bodies. Fubarius opened a door, found that it was packed full of raptors. We had a small, short, brief melee engagement. There's a bridge over a brook, and we're sort of in a slightly recessed valley area. There was a map element to the north that made it look like there was a rising cliff face, and we ended on the dramatic note of a whimper and a roar somewhere underneath the bridge where the babbling brook is. We heard a soft whimper, and then in the not too distant distance we heard a terrifying primal scream. And I requisitioned breastplate armor from Scale Crash.
Yeah, I think that's the only part that I disagree with. Was it wasn't much to do about nothing. We spent a lot of time talking with the requisition team.
We really did.
Yeah, we did, and we got pythons, and we got large green jars.
And more pythons?
Of herby aroma of soup, and we got sending stones.
Mm-hmm. Did you mention
and
the pythons?
We also need to be on the lookout for fly mint, which, well, not need to, but if we come across some, that's like one of the active ingredients in the healing potion soups.
That is a good point. We also, sorry, I'm doing my best to also slam dinner while I slam notes. We also found the notice board and picked up a bunch of cool side quests.
We did.
And I really appreciated that two of them were like, oh, this is a cool thing we can do. We can hunt down some umberwelks and find some snapstring tendrils. Let's plot a course and find him. And uh-oh, here's the third one. Oh no, the culinarian we were supposed to meet is missing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then everybody just kind of ignored that last one, which was kind of a bummer for him, but whatever.
Nah.
Oh no, I have it on my
Right.
list. I recognized him almost immediately. But we don't really have like a good lead for him. Mm-mm.
So, with that, actually, we find ourselves right where we left off, which is at the end of round 1 of this engagement. I am not sure how well the turn order survived the 2 weeks.
Yes,
Can-
we start at the top of 2 with me, and I already know what I'm gonna do because I wrote it down before we were done.
Wonderful. I just was
So-
making sure that you guys could see the turn order because I heard some questions.
Yeah, I can see it, but I just realized I can edit my initiative roll, and I don't know
Well,
if that's something
interesting.
you should like. It's a 7 right now. Everyone else sees it as a 7. Let's just change that to a 20. See if it actually changes. Sure did.
Be fully editable.
Cool. Can you disengage that for us?
Uh,
Probably
Maybe.
only for you.
Not that I plan on abusing or anything. I just don't want to accidentally misclick and delete what my initiative
For what
roll
it's
is at
worth,
some point.
I didn't see it update. I still show your initiative as 7.
yeah, I also didn't see it update.
Well, I
uh,
changed it to
and
20.
don't see an option to fix that.
It's 20.
Oh, there it is.
See,
There it is.
and I changed it back to 7.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't have a great way to fix that in the moment.
Okay, so
We'll look
don't
into it.
touch the turn order.
Yeah. So, yeah, we will start with Mira then, who I almost lost because she's so off the map my turn order was covering it.
That's because
You
I
jump
didn't
right
know how
back
this
into
was gonna go, so I stayed out
Mhm.
of the fray.
Yeah, we jump right back into the fray, having just heard that shriek from far off to the north
hmm
and the corresponding whimper that a couple people picked up. Miro, what are you up to?
Okay, so I know that there's a raptor near me in that
In the stable, yeah.
in the stable, but there's a door in between us, right? So it can't see me, or is that not correct?
Sort of a paddock door,
Okay.
the kind that's like, waist high or so. It can definitely see you. It's like bouncing up and down. I think it attacked someone. But like you could see a top of a head over it, and it probably knows you're there.
Okay. So if I move, do I have to give it an attack of opportunity?
Yes. Although I will also grant you that you said that you wanted to be far away, and this is just as
As far as you
far
could put
as I
me?
could put you.
Yeah.
So we can absolutely say that you're 5 feet further back than that.
Okay. So what I would like to do is move myself. I'll tell you what I want to do, and then you can tell me if that's possible. What I would
Perfect.
like to do is move myself to here. Is that possible? Without triggering an attack, or no?
Yeah, we can do that. You would like effectively shimmy
Kinda
around
take a-
where Jacob and Holden are.
Along. Okay. Yeah, that sounds good. Okay. So I'm going to hang out over here, and I'm going to short bow this guy.
Works for me.
And I just hit the word right. Sorry, it's been a while since I've attacked anything. Woo! Does 21 hit?
Well, I was going to open the character sheet up to confirm, but yeah, of course, 21's going to hit.
Okay. And 6 piercing damage.
All right.
Oh, and sorry, John was reminding me that I forgot sneak attack because I'm within 30 feet and there is somebody else closer to the bad guy.
Mm-hmm.
So that lets me add an additional 1d6 of damage.
You should probably do that then, yeah.
So,
You were attacking this one? Right
Mhm.
here?
yes. All right, for an additional 4 damage for a total of 10.
Okay, well, Rayun, I believe, had already previously introduced him to some blades. So adding a very well-placed arrow nearly knocks the thing out. It's still there, but it's only just. And there's a little bit more blood on the ground.
All right.
Is there anything else that you want to do with that?
I think that will conclude my turn for now. I should probably save my spell slots for whatever made the giant roar.
That's fair. We go briefly to Jacob, and Jacob, the career opportunist, sees this dinosaur in the paddock, maybe not able to get out, and then sees this other one that's almost dead, and what if he just joins you guys over here and flings a little knife over at that last one? And we see that 17 hit, and it's got 1 health, so it's dead. I'm not gonna roll for damage.
Nice.
It was really freaking close. I would, just to like show off. Ooh, he's cool and he has poison, but whatever.
That might have been overkill.
I
I
mean,
will say,
as a player, all I saw was he threw a knife and the thing died.
100%. Jacob is just that lethal. He's also he's taking some effort to do this with some flourish, right? He's standing on top of a stump while he does it. He threw that dagger in midair as he leapt onto the stump. Like, he's at least trying to show off a little bit. But he's having a good time doing it. Let's move on to... I should actually hit the button. It's the dinosaurs. I was like, all right, which player gets to murder I have so many journals that I should have open. That is these guys. So there are 2 of the Kostavi that are active. One can really only attack Tyrus, who's doing a fantastic job of holding the door.
I am the door.
So,
I'm doing Holden's job, which is holding the door.
Would you say you're tying the door shut?
This dinosaur, however, has recently heard the cry of the other dinosaur, and rather than nipping at your heels a little bit, it's going to just lean back a little bit, not taking a full 5-foot step, and let out sort of a chirping response. Sort of an ee! And I'm not making that noise again because that hurt. From back off in the distance, there is a response to that call. And I'm going to roll a die. Nailed it.
So 1 of 3 responses.
I'm seeing DM text by accident. This is rolls to Fulbarius' death.
Oh, shoot. Yeah, I wasn't supposed to do the lethal stuff. From behind the building, another one of these small raptors rushes to the scene. That one. And the far one is not going to do that at all. It's instead going to attack Steel Defender. Oh, I keep closing these journals because they're so big on my screen. So we're going to do this. There's no way that hits. I know my D&D. Rolled a 2. That's not going to hit. Okay. That's all right. The animals are fighting over there. I'm going to move us on to Holden. To Holden.
I'm debating a moment.
Okay, just making sure.
like to do is move to here. I'd like to be like at the base of the tree so that I have cover from anything else and fire at the pink dinosaur, but I'm not sure like how big the trunk of the tree is, so
Oh, we're probably talking like 3 or 4 feet, like not enough to take up a whole space.
there, and then I'd like to shoot at pink.
Shooting at pink, go for it. A 9 is also not going to do it.
And then pet attack on pink. I don't know about 13. That seems plausible at least.
A 13 is one of those numbers where we're going to learn something.
Yeah.
And the first thing I'm going to learn is, would you stop closing that journal entry?
Yeah.
13 is no good.
Sweet.
Also, Zell, just pop the thing out and put it on your other monitor.
There you go.
We did it.
I end turn.
Okay. Very productive all around. Rayun, make some magic happen.
All right. So the whimpering came from under here, right?
Sure did.
I'm gonna go towards that whimper.
Okay. Oh, like under the bridge toward?
Yeah.
Okay. I love this. In the heat of combat, things are getting bloody, especially Tyrus. And then Rayun's just like, hey, I'm just gonna like soak my feet for a second.
It's a riddle troll.
The river is pretty swift. I mean, we're really close to the falls, but you can get in, like, get your feet in the mud and not get swept away. There's no roll required for this either. You can peer in under the bridge. There's barely any land before the bridge hits water, but tucked under the bridge is a tiny little kobold who's half hidden by your nameplate.
Oh my god, he's so cute.
Yeah. Hold on, let me back up so I can see that.
And he is curled up in a ball, dressed in little more than scraps of leather, and is clearly looking at you because you were the first thing to make noise anywhere near him that wasn't combat. But he's otherwise not moving.
Do I know anything about kobolds?
In character?
Yeah, like
I mean, we've moved past the Baldur's Gate levels of kobolds just being things that infested mines. Well, they're sentient creatures like anything else. We'll say, give me an insight.
okay.
Wait, don't give me an insight roll. I'm going to do it.
All right.
Because I remembered my own rules.
All right.
That's half the battle right there.
That was
Right?
one of my game notes from last session.
Oh, right, you're a fighter. Okay. You know what? Here's as much as I'll give you. You haven't seen many kobolds in your life, but you do happen to be the caretaker for a small child. And you've got at least gotten enough experience to identify what a small child looks like. You have found a small child.
Oh dang. I am. Let's see. I moved 5, 10, 15, 20. Let's. Okay. So for now, I will I will leave him or her or it under the bridge for now, and wait out the chaos. And I will. I guess I will ready myself for whatever comes in.
Sure, something along the lines of, if something gets a melee range, make an attack.
Yeah.
Sounds good. I'm working hard to keep those at if-then statements.
Yeah.
Uh,
Sorry, I'm still learning those.
Yeah, totally. And just clarifying, any sort of interaction between you and the kobold, or are you just like, yep, that's kobold, bye?
It's more like I have just, kind of given the hand to just like wait here, and I moved back out
Okay.
because it seems pretty tucked up in wherever it is, so I want to make sure that it's out of combat and just and not in like in any danger, basically.
That makes sense. All right. We find ourselves on the Kavari's turn. First things first, the one... God, why are all of these closed?
Kavari is the big one and Kastari is the smaller ones? Or is it the other way around?
Other way around.
Damn. Alright.
It's alright. These naming conventions don't make any sense.
Rees are big and Ras are small?
No, Rees are small and V's are bigger.
Okay.
Let's see. This first one, the one in the paddock, he's going to try and get out. Because he was eating and accidentally locked himself away from where the fighting was going to be. Wonderful! With the sort of acrobatics that an Olympian would at least admire, this dinosaur jumps over a 3-foot-tall door.
Woo!
Nice.
It
Or not
staggers
nice.
quite a bit, though. This Kavari has not done well in the previous fight. I'm pretty sure Jacob hit it real hard with a knife. And so, it's going to go back for some vengeance. Boy, I'm still getting used to these character sheets. And that one. Love it. Love my 13s. And also, love that Jacob didn't take any damage there. Lot of teeth and blades going everywhere, and Jacob's just dancing. He's just on his stump. He's dancing. Nothing can hit him. Orange is kind of stuck and is going to do the same to fail to leap out of this window. He's going to be available next turn. And actually, since only maybe Tyrus has line of sight, pretty much everybody else just hears a small crashing of glass. And it's probably for the best nobody saw that anyway. But, Tyrus, you made a new friend.
Nice.
Important lore detail. Do the dinosaurs blush?
Yes.
Embarrassed dino.
So they're warm-blooded.
They have blood. And I think it's cuter if they blush. I may need to know your AC, but I'm pretty sure it's more than 11.
Yes.
So we're going to move on. There's some real crackerjack rolls right here. We're going to move on to you. These things are still popping out of trees and out of hidey holes And like they're not actually doing that much. But I was supposed to roll with advantage. Well, this one's going to roll with advantage. They are doing well working together. You don't even need to make insight or nature rolls. You can see these guys. They don't fight as individuals. They fight as a pack.
They're utilizing some kind of tactical advantage.
Yeah.
They travel in herds. They do travel in herds.
Goodness. Okay.
God
Well,
damn.
I'm at least going to ask about the 15.
Against
d-
Steel Defender, that's a hit.
Okay. We did it. We hit something. For 3 whole damage. And with that, it paused for a second because I'm used to like I say damage and then things get written down or changed, and then I was like, oh wait, it's just changing a number real fast. It could take like a second. We're gonna move on to Morthos.
Cousin of Lesithos. Keeper of the Squid Arm.
It looks like he's
Oh,
doing
I
magic.
was muted. My bad.
Okay.
Um,
I was just gonna keep making Morthos puns.
yeah, I was gonna be just staying at the same spot for the moment and casting Eldritch Blast at this guy.
Okay. Well, look, a 21 is definitely gonna hit. Roll some damage. Make it a good one. Oh,
So it's gonna be 4 damage because I have Agonizing Blast, so my
Yep.
Charisma modifier to it.
that's real good. You've quadrupled your damage.
Yes. And since it hit, I am gonna move slightly behind our dear friend Holden after
Mm-hmm.
casting.
Yeah, it makes sense to me. I like that we're all hanging out in the trees now.
Is he holding your hand?
Oh my goodness.
Holding these balls.
Oh dear.
More of those.
Are they infected?
Very. Well, they're like grapefruits.
I could keep this joke going, and I'm just not gonna. I'm just not gonna do it.
It's
I'm
like,
gonna
I've
move
had
on to
it.
Tyrus' turn.
I've had enough.
DM has unlocked the high ground.
I control the flow of space and time. And it's Tyrus' space and time.
For my space and time, I want to get rid of this thing in my space with the edge of my axe. So I'm gonna swing at the pink one,
Sounds good. Oh my
and I
goodness.
missed horribly.
There was an internet joke somewhere in there.
That swing was an internet joke.
Sure was.
It wasn't even a joke.
Well, listen, they're not all great, even with a great axe. Like, this is the sort of swing where you swing so heavy and so off that your axe just kind of sits into the floor for a second. We've established that raptors can blush. Now we've also established that they can probably laugh at you.
Like hyenas?
Chirpier, but yeah. I'm going to hide this kobold for a second. Anything else you want to do, Tyrus?
No.
Are you sure?
Hold-
You could
gonna
crit
hold my
fail one
ground.
more time this turn if you wanted.
Gonna hold my ground.
Okay.
I'm not running from some monsters.
We hit the bottom of the round, and there is another very loud screech. Whatever's coming is coming quickly, and you probably don't have a lot of time. And I'm not going to say anything else about it. I'm going to go to Mira's turn. Let her talk for a second.
Oh boy.
Okay, so I think here's what I am going to do. I am going to cast a Bardic Inspiration on Tyrus because I think he's going to need it since he's kind of face taking those two. And then I'm also going to attack with my short bow or attempt to attack with my short bow. This one next to him. Does a 15 hit?
It sure does.
Okay. And with my sneak attack, since there is somebody in range of him, I can do an extra d6.
Mhm.
But I don't know how to do that with this, so I'm going to roll this one. And then I'm going to roll this one. For a total of 11 damage.
That seems pretty good.
That seems good.
And also seems like the sort of thing that you're going to have try help you with at some point. Because I don't know either. I've never played a rogue.
Oh,
in,
he
like,
says there's a
anything.
box I can tick, but we'll figure that out later.
I should play a rogue in something someday. But not right now.
Yep, exactly.
And I'm kind of doing that with Jacob. Once again, actually, pretty much exactly like last time, you found a target that was mildly inconvenienced by one of your allies, and you have majorly inconvenienced it, but just barely to the point where it is still breathing.
Okay, and I will let Tyrus decide if he wants me to actually sing him a bardic inspiration incantation, or if he's okay just receiving the extra die.
What does your heart tell you?
No, you have to decide.
I mean, I already know my answer, but I'm curious to hear your answer.
I think you're probably going to want me to do it.
Absolutely.
Okay, so one that I haven't shared yet is, let this song inspire you, this bardic inspiration. May its melody boost your roll, increase your concentration. Jazz hands.
Wonderful.
I love it.
I think we
I
all
got the
gained
biggest
bardic
smile on my face right
inspiration.
now.
Okay.
I
And
also
that concludes my
kind of expected your bardic inspiration song to just be you laughing. So that when you started laughing, I was like, oh, this is perfect.
No, that would be like one of my vicious mockery things. Which I do have a fabulous one for the one that kind of ate it when he was trying to get through the window. All right, that's my turn. Go ahead.
Hey, you didn't see that. Nobody saw that. That did not happen. There is not like half of a raptor wiggling its way out of the glass window.
All right, it's Jacob's turn.
Jakob.
Why do I keep taking massive bites right before it's one of my turns? Gosh dang it. Jacob is actively being attacked by something, and, much like in real life, I hate it when that happens. So Jacob's going to try and deal with this. A little less flourish. He doesn't get to throw the knife. He just gets to swing the knife, and the knife is even more effective. I forgot to add a little bit, so I'm going to roll this. And that's not great, so I'm also going to do this. There it is!
Woo!
Just a paper cut. Just barely anything. But there's so much gross stuff flowing through this small dinosaur now. It sort of just collapses under its own weight. And I delete it from the map. I immediately looked up to see if it was Rain's turn. It is not. Thank goodness. The bathroom has not claimed us yet. What has potentially claimed us is Tyrus. I don't know what your AC is, but you're about to get a face full of dinosaur. Oh my gosh. I should grunt before all of my rolls.
Can you not?
No.
Okay.
No, I cannot not. I'm assuming that your AC is less than 22.
Correct.
So I'm going to hit this button for 4 whole damage. See, doesn't that just make it feel better?
Never stop.
I feel like I just got body slammed
Yeah.
by
a
raptor.
Imagine, like, we're talking the force of, a medium-sized dog jumping on you. Like a lab or something. Not the biggest dog.
Basically every day I come home.
Yeah, totally. Look,
We know
what I'm saying...
Marius has at least 5 hit points, because coming home doesn't kill him.
Yep.
Yeah,
it's true.
I'm saying you are probably as strong as a 3rd-level warrior.
Oh, I appreciate it. Thank you.
Mm-hmm. who's getting dumpstered by dinosaurs.
Yeah.
Let's see. And then Steel Defender, you are also going to feel the wrath of Body Slam. No, he's not. It was worth a try. All right, we're just gonna
You forgot to
move
grunt.
on. We're not gonna talk about that 9 ever again.
You forgot to grunt.
Oh, you're right. I did. Okay, I'll remember that for next time.
Can you forget when you're doing it for me, but not for anyone else?
I mean, no, you're the one that reminded me.
Seems like that'll stick with him.
Probably.
Is the
Holden.
other dino going to attack?
There are 2 Costa Rees, and it was the Costa Rees turns.
Oh, I see.
And then we've got, 1, 2, 3 Kavaries left. Their pictures look a little similar, kind of like I pulled them all from the same magic card.
What?
But that way, they all kind of look the same. Yeah, you're up.
How worried are we about the roar collectively, everybody? Like, just quick, like, team scream back and forth. Should we
very.
clear this map? Should we run away? Should we hide in a building? And what did you find under that bridge?
I found a baby kobold. Like a child.
And you left it there?
Well, it's safer down. Okay, fine. We'll get it.
The bridge here. Shoot at the pink one again.
Okay.
Ooh, and still miss with the same 9.
Yeah.
For the rest of his turn, I'd like to go under the bridge if there's room for a adult human to be under there and try to keep the child safe and quiet. This seems like a good enough hiding place as any.
Okay. You know what? I'm going to forcefully give you the same insight roll that I gave Rayun.
Sounds good.
And I realized as I was saying that yeah, that definitely seems like you don't have a say in it. I almost forgot to whisper it.
Yeah, you forgot to whisper it to me.
Okay. Hey, much same as before. Everything that Rayun said is right. There's a kobold. It's a child. It's under a bridge. It's now seen 2 other sentient creatures. It hasn't run away from you guys. That's good. It is still, however, curled behind its tail. It is completely spherical. It's doing everything in its power to hide from everything it can.
Hopefully next turn I'll have a chance to try to make better friends. Right now I just want to make sure that it's not alone in case something finds it.
Mm-hmm.
And with my bonus action I'll have the Steel Defender attack pink.
Totally.
Nice.
That seems good. You know, we have the same theory in Warhammer, where all of the humans and riders don't do anything, but the mounts and the pets do all the damage.
Yeah, it seems that way.
A 20 definitely hits. And much like pretty much everything else we've got here, that thing is on its last legs, but is still standing. I do, however, like that we've kind of just got this pet combat going on. This is really working for me.
Mm-hmm. All right, I'm done.
Rayun, we're still on 15, and that's you. Which, by the way, is part of the reason I like how that conversation went, because you guys are on the same. You can just talk to each other for a second, whatever.
Heck yeah. Let me see the baby. Do 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 do. No. I'll at first talk with Holden, just like saying, how's the child doing down there?
I just got here. It seems terrified. Like someone abandoned it.
Snap.
Well, technically yes, but actually no.
Look, my
I'll
boots
stay
were
here
getting
until
wet.
it's safe.
No, it wasn't
Glitch
because
will guard
like,
us. Try not to draw attention to us, please.
Roger that. I'm gonna go right next to Tyrus and attack this thing with my longsword.
Nice.
Dang.
24. A crit.
Hold on, let me look at its AC real fast. Yeah, roll some damage.
I'll allow
Oh.
it this one time.
What's your crit damage?
1 sec. 8 plus 6.
Nice.
That seems pretty good. Unless you're a dinosaur that was already at 1 health.
No. God dang it.
Overkill.
I mean- Yeah, this is the sort of damage where if that poor kobold child had seen it, maybe it would be crying some more. And
Oh my
you're going to
God.
have to clean yourself off in the river here for a second.
Yeah.
But there is definitely no more raptor there.
Oh, okay. Okay, so 5, 10. Then. Guess I could technically hide in the tree. Well, I'll stay next to. Actually, hold on. I'm gonna move closer to the group and stay here. And that'll be my turn.
All right, well, let's roll some less embarrassing dice for some dinosaurs. First we're going to see is orange. I should mark the others. That's amazing. I'll do that later. I don't care. Orange is going to wheel the corner, see, 4 juicy targets?
3, because technically Tyrus is in that corner there.
Yeah, he's kind of in a doorway.
Yeah.
I wouldn't talk back to the DM. That's just me.
He
And
hasn't learned his lesson yet.
He'll get there.
Mm-hmm.
And you know what? He's already running in a straight line anyway. No sense in veering off and attacking the guy with poison daggers or anything. Run right at the guy who's covered in his best friend's blood. And is going to make a series of attacks without advantage. I should turn that off. Well, that fails. And that definitely does. All right, look.
He didn't grunt.
I didn't grunt. You're right. I'll remember that for your cat tank. But I want to really narrate the fact that this thing wheeled around the corner with little pieces of glass still in its scales and feathers, spotted you, Rayan, decided that's the one that I'm going to bite, and then tripped and ate dirt.
Oh!
And it got back up for a second swing, but on this poor orange dinosaur is just not living up to his training.
I'm sorry,
Dang,
little
he's
one.
having the worst day.
I'm sorry. Little one.
We're going to go over here to code color yellow. And he does have advantage. And also, we're going to do some grunting. And yeah!
Ooh.
Oh, that third one didn't count. But I actually do need to ask about the 12. Is the 12 a hit?
12 is a miss. It's a 15.
Okay. So we got 1 hit for 5 damage. Dang. Look at that advantage working out. I should use tactics more often. Instead of just running a straight line like an idiot.
Wait, are you saying there's a strategy to this?
Holy crap, I'm going to figure this out yet. And just double checking, we are down to 2. So, cavalries are done. We move to Morthos.
After watching our dear friend Orange over here completely eat shit, I believe that he is really of no consequence or threat because he obviously can't even walk. I see yellow attack Holden's dog, so I use my arm and hold on a second, getting it, and cast Acid Splash at yellow, which will also hit. If I'm doing for 2 targets, they're within 5 feet. So I'm also going to try to hit purple with Acid Splash as well.
Dang, that works out well. Okay. Here's some deck saves. First for yellow, and then for pink.
Well,
Dang.
fuck me. All right. Well, I tried. Holden, I tried, sir.
I appreciate the help.
I mean, look, it was some cool acid.
Yeah, I know, but it like literally my parasite spit it out of its mouth in a
Right?
giant ball. It was awesome. And now I'm
Mhm.
sitting there going, "You got to be kidding me!" And I'm done.
All right. Let's move on to Tyrus then.
Tyrus is gonna get really into fighting this raptor and just go full force at it with a great axe swing, and he's gonna swing. He didn't do
Yeah,
it,
that's better.
but I did grunt for you.
You did grunt.
No
I'm
one
really
else will
proud
do
of you.
it.
Does the Bardic Inspiration die help? You still have it.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
What was that? What do I roll for that?
6-sider, I think.
I don't know if that would even
That's
make a
a
difference,
13.
but
13 misses probably.
Against that, you know what? I think we just recently learned that the 13 doesn't quite do the job. But I'll tell you this: it was way less embarrassing than the last swing.
Very strong raptor.
Yeah. I mean, I love that you guys are just doing this dance of like you're not letting him out. He has to keep fighting you, and you're just holding the line.
That's the plan. Not really, but that's the plan that everyone sees.
Mm-hmm.
Does or which one are you attacking, Foob?
Pink.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Who is yet undamaged. It's been a real standstill in the doorway. We reached the end of the turn.
does anything
And-
exciting happen before I take my turn?
Yes, it does.
Okay, go ahead.
Sorry, I wanted to
Nope.
click the button.
Yeah.
To make it super official. There's no perception check required. None of you guys are going to fail this. This thing is so much louder than even the waterfall. This is the thing you hear, is one last enormous roar, and emerging from the brush above you is a very large raptor, a mane of brilliant red feathers that shake as it screams at you. I will say, at the very least, Mira and Rayun, probably Morthos and Tyrus as well, hear Jacob as he swears under his breath. And says, "Are you freaking kidding me? That's what scared him off? Oh. All right." Mira, you're going to be the first with the option to act in the face of our new friend, the Kalistri. It's not, that can't be right. The Kalist.
Okay. And it's up at the top of the waterfall, right? Like looking down
Yep.
on us?
It has not jumped down yet.
Okay. Then I'm going to go with my original plan, which is...
I should give it initiative though, so real quick.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
Nope, that is my fault. And I recently remembered how to do this. Except I did it wrong. Gosh dang it. Dang, I'm so proud of myself. And then I click initiative. Oh dear.
Oh dear.
I mean, it did just pop in all glamorously, so it is at the top of the board.
Yep.
It just used all of its movement, so now it can't get to us. Have to wait
Okay.
till next turn, buddy.
That is a brilliant theory, and I'm proud of you for making the argument.
But it didn't work, did it?
Nope.
Nice.
So I'm going to click this button a bunch real fast to set it to... I went too far. That name is wrong, and it's going to bug the crap out of me. The Callith Z's turn. And you might be surprised that the first thing that it does is jump down from the upper boughs. It can see, honestly, probably everybody except for Morthos. Because Morthos is under the tree. That was a good call. I'm proud of you.
I'm sneaky.
I'm going to roll this die and we'll see what happens. Oh, butts.
Oh, butts.
It leaps down right at the feet of Jacob. And immediately makes a pretty fierce attack at him. And I didn't grunt because I like Jacob.
Nice.
How do you hear that, Foob?
I see he's biased, and that's okay.
Fortunately, Jacob is perpetually aware of danger and does dodge this one. But even he is shaken, like to the point where he is thrown off of his stump. And you even see him jump back real quick. Jacob will take a reaction because I'm GM and give him the opportunity. And shouts out, "Jeez, do not let that thing hit you. Get out of the way if you have to." And all of you are suddenly inspired by a new tutorial that hopefully will actually pop up. Did anybody see a pop-up on their screen?
I did not.
I did not.
Really feel like this show to players button should do something.
Do we need to find it in the journal?
I'm going to try one more thing. Is it now in your journal?
It is.
Sure is.
Heck yeah, we did it.
What am I looking for? Oh, tutorial.
Advanced
I see.
dodge.
This is an adaptation of the dodge action that all players are allowed to take and just nobody does.
Oh, I can't read it.
Can I read it?
If you highlight it, you can read it.
Yeah, that's what I did.
Yeah, they added dark mode, and
I mean, I can read it fine in dark mode.
yeah,
so
I
can
love it, but it really creates some problems. It's like when I have black text in dark mode, I'm like, well, I can't read this. This is
I
stupid.
play in dark mode, but this window popped up in white for some reason.
Weird.
I don't know why everything's got to be about a color for you guys.
The short version is, as an action, instead of attacking, you can declare that you're dodging. And when you do, you make all of your dex saving throws with advantage, and any attacks against you are made with disadvantage, as long as you can see them. As an added bonus, to incentivize people to take this and keep them alive, every time you have dodge active and successfully avoid an attack, you get a free 10-foot move, which does not provoke an attack of opportunity.
Seems OP.
So we're talking more of a dodge roll than just a dodge.
All right.
And that's definitely how I'm going to categorize that miss from the Callith Z, is he was doing that for the tutorial. So, Mira.
Okay. I'm gonna go with my original plan, which was to skedaddle on over here, and make a quick stop. If I haven't completed my movement maximum, I can still move after I take my action, right?
Yes.
Okay. So I can only go one more square, but it will put me out of line of sight of the giant raptor, so that's where I would like to be.
Mhm.
I'm going to cure wounds on Tyrus because his health is a little lower than I think it probably ought to be based on his proximity to all of the dinosaurs.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm casting it at level 1.
Ooh, an 8 misses.
No, he gets 8 health.
Oh.
Yeah, that
Excellent.
seems pretty good. That's a good roll.
Okay.
You should get 8 health back.
I did. Thank you.
I'm taking my
Mhm.
1 extra step so that I'm now around the corner. And because I cast a spell, I can't dodge this turn, right? I'm done.
Right.
Okay,
It is a
perfect.
full action to use the dodge action.
Okay, then I am done and I pass my turn.
All right. Jacob is, let's be honest, he is not a frontline fighter at all. He is a rogue. So he's going to put his back to this wall and he's going to throw a knife at probably the big one because he's not stupid. Why do I still not have his sheet up? I am the worst at this. Literally every time it's been his turn, I've been like, well, where's his character sheet?
I play with lots of windows like catty corner away from each other so that I can click back and forth to each of them and keep them all open, but they're all in different spots on my monitor.
I'm going to need a freaking third monitor. Thrown at the Colosseum. Gosh, Jacob's so cool. He's so handsome. All right, putting some damage on it. The Colosseum definitely feels that. I mean, shoot, there's poison. He's gonna feel the poison, but it's still a dagger in the side of a dinosaur that is nearly 10 feet tall. So, you know, we're working with what we got here, which is daggers. I will move on to the Costa V. And the first thing we're going to do is we're going to continue the epic door battle. I just noticed these are both pink, and that bothers me. So now he's red. Or the other one's red. Pink is going to continue to body slam at Tyrus. And now I wish that I had named it something other than body slam. Oh no. It didn't work.
Oh.
I've been lied to.
Ah!
All right. Oh, he should have. I'm sorry. He has advantage from pack tactics because of orange over here. So I'm going to roll that a second time. Does a 16 hit you?
It matches?
Gosh, that was such a good grunt. I'm so proud. What a proud father. For 5 whole damage.
But I just gave you those hit points back.
That's what I say as a healer every time. I worked so hard to fix that. And then you just walked into a hole. Gosh dang it. I'm also starting to picture this as this Costa V really just wants out. And it's just like, would you please just move so that I can leave? But you won't move, so he keeps checking you.
Correct.
Okay. And then over here for Steel Defender, let's see what Red can do. Oh, that's a bad one. Oh, but he has advantage. Oh, that's a good one.
What is with these
The
rolls?
grunt works.
This grunting thing, man.
Ugh.
I'm going to start doing this in Raid, too. 4. Oh, it's going to be the worst. I'm going to be healing and grunting the whole time. Andrew's going to... After like 4 pulls, Andrew's going to be like, would you please shut up?
Would you please go to
Jeez.
push
He'll
to
just
talk?
make his weekly announcement of push to talk.
Yeah. Oh no, I'll be push talking those grunts. He'll say that really annoyedly, and I'll be like, yeah, I don't know what everybody's talking about. I always push talk. We got to have a talk about Steel Defender because he's doing his best, but he may need some backup.
He was doing what I made him to do.
That's true. And hey, good news. I'm out of dinosaurs for a second. So, Holden.
Did oh, never mind.
First, I'm going to activate the repair sequence on the Steel Defender and restore 10 hit points.
Didn't know that's a thing. That seems pretty good. I know very little about the Artificer class.
It's one of the actions that the pet can take. The pet can do the Force Empowered Rend, or it can repair 3 times per day.
All right.
I have a question for you, Zell. As
Sure.
a little bit of meta. I don't want to leave the child alone down here. If I can convince him to allow me to pick him up, the prototype crossbow that I have has the loading property, which means I don't require 2 hands to fire it. If I could convince him to allow me to pick him up, would you let me fire it without penalty, or would there be a penalty, and if so, what would that penalty be?
All right. First, I'm going to say I really thought that you were going to try and load the kobold into the crossbow.
If
We're
only.
not that desperate
If
yet.
only.
Second, you will absolutely be allowed to fire, but I'm going to say that you will not be able to convince him to leave without at least extending him one hand. Right? Like, hey, you're going to help a child out from under a bridge. You got to at least reach out to him. So I will give you the ability to fire as well, but you're going to have to do it one-handed, and I got to imagine that's going to be disadvantage.
Okay. Do you want any kind of roll from me to try to convince him to follow me up from under the bridge? I have to also protect the Steel Defender, and under the bridge may not be the best place if that giant dinosaur finds us, so I got to move him.
Yeah. Give me a persuasion check.
Oh, gods.
Oof. You know what? I'm going to be honest. This kobold may be under a bridge, but he could still hear this giant dinosaur that is, what are we looking at, like 30 feet away? 35 feet away. He very respectfully, very politely doesn't move or make any inclination that he's going to take your hand.
All right, then I guess we stay put. I'll just bob out, shoot it red, and duck back under the bridge. Is that okay with you?
Yeah, that's fine. Hey! I was looking for one of those. You know, a hit. Okay, well, you guys are magical. The second something is almost dead, you have no problem freaking blowing it up. This heavy crossbow bolt just right into the thing, and it tumbles back a few feet before being mercilessly deleted from the map.
Yay!
Seriously, that thing had 2 hit points. Why are you guys so cruel to animals?
It's a combination of not being able to see hit points, and I think just focus fire is important.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
yeah. Good news. I figured out the seeing health bar thing for future fights.
And I'll put back under the bridge with the Cobalt Baby
Mhm.
and have Steel Defender hold the line.
Sounds good. Ducking in and out of cover like a Time Crisis game. Rayun.
No, I didn't hear him stomp on a metal plate to move.
Oh, man.
Can't be Time Crisis.
Literally my
Because-
push talk button.
Oh, yeah.
Because Tyrus is locked into combat with the door and the raptor inside the door, I am going to use.
There is no door. There is only Tyrus.
There is only Tyrus. Tyrus's door. I'm gonna go ahead and use the advanced dodge ability, and I'm going to stay next to Tyrus.
Okay. That is your action. You still get a bonus action, and if there's any free actions you want to take,
Seeing as how can't really do much.
Don't say that about yourself. You have a lot of potential. There's so
I
many good
do.
things you could do.
So many, but I can't do anything at the moment. I'm going to stay put and just use the dodge action.
That works for me. Okay, well, I always appreciate when people accept the gifts that I give them. So we're going to move on to Tiny Dinosaur number Orange. And seeing as you are the juiciest target and the only target in its immediate vicinity, it's going to try and unembarrass itself.
As
Let's
it's
see.
getting ready to attack, Rayun just kind of has his shield out and is just holding there.
These are all made with disadvantage, and he doesn't have pack tactics, so this is going to go poorly. Those both miss. And that misses. Dang, this poor orange dinosaur. This is kind of your fault now. So, a flurry of claws and teeth just can't hit you because you are waiting for them and ready. Because of that, you're going to get your free 10-foot move if you would like to reposition.
I guess I will just. Can't really move anywhere.
It's also fine if you want to hold the line.
Yeah, I'll just hold the line here.
Works for me. Yellow is going to try and continue to feast on this cat that it hasn't realized doesn't have any flesh to bite into. But it doesn't have pack tactics anymore. So now we're just going to roll, not with disadvantage, regular attacks. Well, that wasn't the right button at all. Oh no. And there it is. We established that it was 15 TN.
Correct. Yep.
So I'm going to roll this die for 1 whole damage.
Is TN target number?
Yes.
Nice.
Oh shoot, that's a term from a different system, isn't it? Oops.
I think we were all able to infer its meaning. I just wanted to make sure my intuition was correct.
I've played a lot of D10 games, and they have all used TN for target number instead of DC, and I have been fighting tooth and nail to use DC instead. But then I forgot AC altogether, so whoops. Okay, so hey, I feel good, did some damage, and also didn't mercilessly destroy your robot. So I'm going to move on to Morthos.
Seeing that there is the giant thing here, and also seeing Steel Defender getting hit, I'm going to run up on the bridge with it. And then I am going to attack this one with my parasitic arm for parasitic weapon.
Ooh, goodness. At 13 is not quite enough.
Of course not.
Dang. I got so excited to read the whole ability that I forgot to actually look at that number.
Yeah, that's what I read first and was like, well, I don't care anymore.
Okay. I do have to move on unless there's a bonus action you'd like to take.
I don't think I have any bonus actions.
That's fair, but I'm going to keep offering because one day somebody's going to say yes and I'll be real excited.
I'm just looking. I don't think I have any bonuses.
Tyrus.
Okay, so Pinky Eye and I have been going at it for a while now.
Yeah.
I'm just staring him down.
I mean, you're also kind of losing, but you could always turn it around.
No. I'm holding my ground. I'm not losing as long as it's not leaving. And you know what? I'm going to swing my great axe again. Right at its face.
Grunt. Oh, see?
I can't roll above a fucking 7 today.
Dang.
Ugh. This is terrible.
Okay, well,
But
don't
you
worry.
know what? I haven't left yet, so I'm still holding the ground, and I'm holding the door.
Yup. And hey, good news. It's almost Jacob's turn.
He might do something, like run away from the giant raptor, which is probably what I should have done.
I mean, he's working on it. For now.
Well, actually, I have movement. I'll just take the
Oh, yeah.
attack of opportunity. I'm going to move away. I'm going to move, let's see. Let's see. One,
I'm gonna double check.
3.
If you're moving too far, yeah, you're gonna provoke from 2 different dinosaurs.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Do it.
All right. Well, we're gonna have one parting body slam.
Can I use a reaction?
Don't forget advantage.
I was going to politely forget advantage until you said that.
Oh,
Oh,
Holy crap, Meg!
wait, hold on.
Good initiative.
I'm just
Because
being fair.
Hold on.
Okay.
Since I used advanced dodge, do I still have a reaction, or
Yes, you have a reaction available. That doesn't actually take up a reaction, the free move or anything.
okay? So for the orange one, as my fighting style, I chose protection, and if I have a shield, and the target, and the enemy is within 5 feet of me, I can call its attention and invoke disadvantage on their attack.
Nice.
Okay. So is it that the target has to be within 5 feet, so Tyrus, or the enemy?
So because he's moving, and this thing is attacking it, this thing has disadvantage.
Okay. Does the pink one also have disadvantage?
No, because it's not within 5 feet of me.
Okay, got it. Just trying to stack some
And-
rules real quick.
And also, it's only a single creature, as far as what I wrote down.
Okay.
It says when a creature, so not multiple.
All right. Well, thanks to Meg, I'm gonna roll a second attack for the pink one,
Sorry.
and this damage is entirely her fault. 100%.
I'm going to get crit. I'm going to get critted right here. Watch.
Well, it's not a crit. We've already rolled the attack. But it is 8
okay.
damage. Jeez.
Jeez.
And I do have to roll the orange one, but it's only going to be 1 attack because that makes sense, and it's not at advantage. They cancel each other out, and it misses. All right, we did it. Okay, so that was a painful escape. I think everybody in this call can agree that the pink dinosaur won.
Uh-huh.
But
It really seems that way.
anything else before I move back onto the Colosseum?
I'm saving my actions for my turn.
Oh, I was really hoping that would change it. Okay, we're just gonna deal with the fact that the name is wrong, and I'm not going to freak out anymore. Let's move on to the Colosseum's turn. There are 2 targets, and one is closer than the other, so it's only fair that he leave my poor boy alone. And attack Rayun, who's currently dodging, actually.
Mm-hmm.
That's nice. Let's see. So, he is going to... Holy crap, I have options. He's going to try and slash at you with one of his claws. Because he's not a Tyrannosaurus, he's got claws.
Oh boy.
But he is back to normal because he doesn't have pack tactics. He's at disadvantage. Look at that. Let's
Woohoo.
roll that one. Holy crap.
Holy crap.
Whoa!
Ugh.
I'm assuming that 13 misses you.
That misses, thank God.
Yeah. Okay. You just barely get out of the way as one of these raking claws I mean, we're like the size of a dagger and naturally sharp comes swinging right by your face. That would have left a scar. Instead, it leaves a space where your head once was. So, once again, you've dodged and have the ability to roll out of your current location if you'd like.
We're gonna move right here.
All right.
Actually, wait, hold on. I'll move right here because it's the same distance.
Sounds good to me. Mira,
Okay.
your
Tyrus.
front line has crumbled in front of you.
Tyrus, can you attack at range, or do you plan to move back into melee?
I can attack at range.
And is there a window on the wall here where I can see the pink dinosaur?
Since you've asked, I'm going to say yes.
Is there glass in the window?
Yeah.
Hasn't been broken yet? Okay.
Nah.
Well, that guy will be coming to join us shortly then. Because I don't want to... I don't think I can take 2 actions to break the glass and then attack the pink raptor, right?
I'm going to say you can... Whoa.
Ooh.
You can probably just shoot through the glass. Like, it may impact it in some way. I may find some way to make this a little more challenging or do a little less damage. But, I mean, a fully pulled bowstring can probably pierce through some non-industrial, not bulletproof glass.
Okay. And do we know if the yellow or the orange are bloodied? Like, do they appear physically weakened? Do I know if they've taken damage?
I can tell you because I can see it, and I wish I could show it to you guys more conveniently, that the only enemy that has taken damage right now is the Callist Z, the big one.
Okay. Can my bow reach yellow? I think it's in our best interest to get the rest of the team over here. But I don't know how far a short bow can.
60.
Oh, it's...
Oh, perfect.
Yeah.
Okay, great. All right. I'm going to try an attack then. No!
Oh, no, it's
Oh.
320.
Okay. And I think that's it. I am going to duck down below the window in case the pink one, now that it doesn't have anything distracting it, looks for me, and I'm going to back up just a little bit to here.
All right. That all sounds good. Jacob, being the consummate absolute unit, sorry, X, is like
False.
He's got a dagger in each hand. He is ready for the worst. But his play is to rush over here and at least try and create some sort of barrier here, because he doesn't want to deal with the orange one. And he's doing exactly what he was saying before. He's taking a defensive position. He's looking right into the Kala Z's eyes. And he is not attacking at all. And that is his whole turn. First, I'm so happy. He is free. We move to the Cutlass. Nope, the Kostavi, and he takes one step of freedom, looks around, and I roll a die to see where he goes.
The champion of the Hunting Lodge SmackDown.
He runs into the trees.
Oh, hello.
Wait. Incited by the smell of his kin's blood. And, well, man, I shouldn't rename this, but he just comes right at you and throws his whole weight into you.
Yeah!
Oh,
Dang.
Run worked
disadvantage to
again.
He's on the top rope.
Oh, you still have dodge active, don't you?
Uh-huh.
Yep.
Because it's not my turn yet.
There it is.
You didn't grunt the second time, though.
I didn't the second time. I can't do that too much.
Yeah.
Uh,
Just-
well, okay. First off, before I narrate, Rayun, you're once again allowed to move 10 feet.
All right.
Rayun single-handedly is going to get this nerfed after this session.
Uh-huh. Well, literally the only place I can go is right behind it. So I did like a like Wind Waker, like I rolled right behind it.
Yep, 100%.
Yeah, lock on target, rolled behind it.
hmm Or as I did far too much as a child in Ocarina of Time, Z target onto something, leaping strike, and then
Yeah.
realize it's so small that I jump right over it.
Yeah.
Feel really good about myself. Definitely don't brag about that at school. All right. We have one more. No, we don't, because it's dead. Oh crap! Morthos is standing right over his poor bleeding body. We're gonna move on to Holden then.
Mhm. We'll start with Glitch trying to attack the last of the. I guess it's a yellow mark.
Works for me.
Nope.
Ooh, that attack doesn't work though.
Since we've got a good clustering of enemies in one area, I'm going to leave the relative safety of the underbridge for just a moment. I'm going to draw the flintlock style pistol from my waistband that breaches. I'm going to take a small pellet out of my belt and shake it a few times until it starts to glow bright, bright, bright white. Load it in the chamber, close the breach, and yell, "Starburst round, close your eyes!" And I'm going to cast Fairy Fire on the 3 dinosaurs. It's a 20-foot cube, so it'll be, I guess, also technically targeting Rayun but I think it says enemies. Let me confirm the verbiage.
Yeah.
Oh no, each object, any creature in the area. Yeah, sorry, it's gonna be you guys too. But you can make a dex save.
Would my dodge still be in effect?
Yeah. Yes, it is. And so you're gonna have advantage on the dex throw.
Oh, right, right.
Because remember, it's disadvantage on attacks against you and advantage
Right.
on dex saving throws.
– 14.
That's exactly what you needed.
Yep. It's actually
Uh,
really good.
Yeah, that's pretty nice.
That was awesome.
How on earth? Okay, never mind. I found his character sheet. It wasn't closed. Oh. For that's not right. Hold on. I'm just gonna change some numbers real fast. You guys can't yell at me. Jacob also has to make a saving throw, but he
Wow.
doesn't
Look at
have
these
to.
guys.
What
Oh
a
my
freaking boss! I mean, in fairness, he just heard someone yell, "Close your eyes," and he closed his eyes for a second. But, man, he's just the best. Now for the bad guys. This doesn't need to be a secret roll. For orange. Orange is good. Pink is not good. And I haven't given him a color yet.
Come
For the
on,
color
Meg.
Z, who's about to have a sweet color. And what? Hold on. These numbers are actually wrong, and not in the I want Jacob to make this roll wrong. For the color Z.
Damn.
Well, he wasn't supposed to roll that with disadvantage, but that 20 is pretty strong.
Yeah.
That being said, hey, at the very least, the pink one is now blinded.
No, and attacks against it have advantage.
Well, that's pretty good too.
Oh, yeah.
I will
And it
retreat.
can't go invisible.
I will retreat to the
Thank
underbridge with the kobold and end my turn.
Okay. Rayun, we just saw some fireworks, but I
Ooh.
have bad news.
Oh, no.
Your dodge action is over.
Uh-huh. That's okay. Cause I'm gonna do it again. No. Actually,
I feel like
Uh,
if not for that fairy fire, that would probably have been a great idea.
yeah.
But yeah, if you've got this thing that you're gonna hit
Yeah,
with damage,
I'm gonna attack it. Because it would be a waste if I didn't. Let's see. Normal roll, good, and submit. That right. Advantage, right? Or no?
Thank
Mhm.
God.
Okay. Ah,
you know how I said that that's one of those numbers where you're gonna learn something. A 14 hits,
woohoo!
Now we know everything.
right?
A 5.
All right. Look, the thing can bleed, and it started to. Except I keep forgetting to hit the enter button. There we go. We did it. It's bleeding. And still just kind of disoriented from the fireworks.
So I can move out of the way now, right? Because it's technically disoriented and can't see me.
The only effect is that it's got any attack made against it for the next 1 minute has advantage. There's no disorder.
Yeah.
It'll just be
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was some good flavor. But yeah, it will still provoke attacks if you move out of its attack range.
All right, I'm staying.
Hey, I'm learning. Don't take a huge bite of rice right before it's your turn. All right, we have 2 little tiny dinosaurs that are ready to do some good work. First one, he's found Rayun. He's going to redeem himself.
Do it.
These are made with advantage. 2 attacks.
Where
Here
is
we
your
go.
dodge now.
Oh dear.
Miss.
Yeah.
It's the blushing dinosaur.
And that meets. That
Yeah.
meets.
Your TN is 18. Jeez.
Uh-huh.
Wow. Okay. Well, you
Easy.
are clearly the tank, but even so, you're going to get hit for a very vicious, utterly uncontrollable 1 damage.
Nailed it.
Gonna have to
Oh.
rename that Tooth and Claw.
They're very small teeth. You kind of just got like nommed a little.
Does he get attack of opportunity only if it leaves, right?
Only if it leaves. Yellow is still going after Steel Defender because I'm going to be honest, he's bitten that thing like 4 or 5 times and just will not learn that it's not food.
Yeah, already wet. Might as well go swimming.
Yeah. 2 attacks, no advantage,
I tried, John. I tried.
and ooh. Okay. I think we established 16 hits for 2 damage. I don't know why the
This
teeth
has
and
twice
claws
as
are.
many teeth as the one that bit Rayun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll suss out the logic here later. But in the meantime, that's not a bad bite. I'm gonna take what I can get. Morthos, you just watched your apparently canine friend get some canines.
I am once again going to swing the parasitic weapon.
Hey.
Nicely done.
About time. And I'm about to gain some temporary hit points. All right.
Dang, I should be attacking you. Okay. Well, go ahead and roll damage. Just click on the parasitic.
Yep.
There it is.
9.
I feel like that should. Oh, that's the +5. Yeah, got it.
Mhm.
Okay. you are the first person to touch this poor dinosaur.
Yeah. Woo!
At least, in like a couple hours or so. So it's not dead, but you have certainly taught it a thing or two about the error of its ways.
All right, and then since I have Parasitic Leech, since I critical hit with the parasitic weapon, I get what, 4 extra hit points, temporary hit points.
That sounds right to me.
There you go. And I'm good. I'm done with my turn.
Tyrus.
All right, I'm pulling out the big guns. By that, I'm pulling out the rifle, and I'm going to shoot the big guy.
Yeah.
Finally, someone is.
And let's do... You know what? Let's have some fun and do a piercing shot. So I'm going to do that. Here we go.
Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
Does 19 hit?
Yes.
Cool.
So help me with piercing shot, because that's the one that I'm not super familiar with. So are you rolling an attack for orange and the Colossi, or who's now blue? Or is that one roll affecting both of them?
From my understanding, I probably shouldn't have used piercing shot, and I thought it did extra damage and not through the target. I used the wrong one.
You can technically move diagonally or whatnot through this guy here.
So the thing is, like, I'd have to roll a second time, and I've already rolled that I'm hitting the guy. So
Is
I feel
there
like I don't want to take that back.
So you're free. You're free to take that back. I get what you were trying to do. Is there a different ability that you were intending to do?
I thought my piercing shot did extra damage, but no, I guess that's not true. I guess I didn't take one that does extra damage.
Right. You hit the one that, or you got the one that lets you hit extra targets in a line.
Yeah. So that was my bad. I misread it.
Okay. So no piercing shot then.
No
You
piercing
just
shot,
do
but I am just shooting it.
Yeah. It's just. Oh, I'm sorry. You only shot the thing with a gun.
I only shot it with a gun. And I did some amount of damage, which was this amount. So nothing.
That's the piercing damage, though, right? Is that with?
That's just the type of damage that the
Okay.
gun does.
Okay. Well, hey, listen. It could be worse. You could have, missed.
I could have rolled a 1, onto my damage.
Yeah. Well, you did.
Oh, wait, I did.
Roll a 1 onto your damage. Yeah. Okay. This is a great point for me to, especially because X just stepped away. I'm going to just call a quick 5-minute break. We're halfway through the session. Go ahead and stand up, stretch a little bit. We'll come back to the dinosaurs in just a minute.
Okie doke. If we get to your turn, we'll just have you dodge. Okay, you got it. Advanced dodge. You got it. Pup safe? Oh, nice.
Stop chasing it because I was literally running around in my slippers. All right. Well, I'm feeling good. Even though I didn't actually do much, I feel like I did a good deed.
Yes, you did.
And so now I can reciprocate and do some bad things to you guys.
Wow.
Hey, it's only fair. That's karma, right? First things first is I'm actually going to do bad things to myself because it's the Kalazi's turn, and Jacob is holding the line admirably. So he is going to attempt to bash Jacob with his tail, apparently with disadvantage, which saves the day. You guys see, like, this tail misses Jacob, who is now jumping from stump to stump, and slams into the stable behind it, and giant chunks of stone and mortar get bashed away. Like,
Ugh.
this stable is probably not long for this world, except I don't care about the stable so much, so it can collapse.
Okay.
Jacob, however, is going to take his free move and press himself further against the stone wall because he doesn't want to get into the middle of this nonsense. Sorry, Reagan. Mira.
All right. I'm going to take advantage and do a short bow cast on Pink.
Okay.
A 22 should hit.
Oh, goodness, yes.
Okay. And then I turn off advantage, right, for damage?
Yeah, you don't.
I don't
Yeah.
know if that's a thing, but just in case. 4 damage.
Hey, it's
Oh,
something. One of
plus my sneak attack because of Rayun.
Yep.
Oh, saves the day
Mm-hmm.
for a total of 6 damage.
Hey, it's something.
And I'm just gonna hang out back here, whereas hopefully the blue dragon isn't really paying attention to me.
I mean, so far it's pretty much content with attacking Jacob, and I don't know. There's a couple other juicy targets. We'll get to that. For now, though, hey, you made progress. I'm proud of you. Jacob is going to continue his dance because it worked well for him, and there's a giant dinosaur trying to eat him.
I like it.
We move straight to Pink. Does the flash last until your turn or its turn?
What do you mean?
The fairy fire.
The fairy fire lasts up to 1 minute or until I lose concentration.
1 minute? Goodness. Okay, well. Alright, good to know. I guess it doesn't actually affect its attack, but I wanted to know. So, Rayun, you are there and have not been sufficiently body slammed. So don't worry. I've got your back. And you are not dodging, right?
Rayun did have to step away, is not dodging because he attacked last turn. And so if we get to his turn, he's just going to advance dodge. Otherwise, you'll have to adjust his hit points if he takes damage.
Okay. I can do all of those things.
Excellent.
And that was supposed to roll something. There it is.
Oh, but no grunt.
It wasn't fair to Grunt when he wasn't even there to receive it. But even with advantage, I know he just says TN's freaking 18, so that 13 doesn't do very much. And that's wonderful. Holden, I'm going to go to you.
Okay. I was kind of hoping more stuff would be did.
You know, honestly, me too.
I
But
did my
hey, that
part.
means you didn't kill all my toys.
Yep.
I think yellow's almost dead.
I can confirm yellow is fairly wounded. Orange is not wounded, and pink is at about 50% health.
I will have the Steel Defender attack yellow. Yeah, buddy.
Look at that. That is, hey, for a nice change of pace, that was exactly the right number.
Nice.
And for having been bit like 5 times, this robot cat takes one good solid bite into the admittedly already damaged by Morithos neck and takes the thing to the ground.
Excellent.
All right. I'm going to order it back under the bridge and protect the boy at all costs, but as it turns, it snuggles up against Morthos between his body and the parasitic arm, which it doesn't seem to mind at all, and waits for like one good boy scritch before it departs.
Oh man. Well, now the
And I give it the
important question.
scritch.
There it is. He's not a full monster.
It runs back under the bridge, protecting the boy. As Holden, I will. How much movement do you think it would take for me to get back up on the bridge?
It's only like 5 feet up. I'll say you can scramble up pretty quick.
Then I'm gonna move, basically trading places with the glitch, and we'll put glitch under the bridge to protect the creature. And I'm gonna take a shot at blue.
Okay. You're not learning anything. A 23 is definitely going to hit. And it's going to deal 7 whole damage. Can you guys see the health bar on this one?
Indeed.
Okay. I did that one manually, just for you guys.
I appreciate that.
All right.
That is move bonus attack. I am all out of stuff to do.
Sounds
It's
good.
Advanced dodge turn.
Yep. We see an advanced dodge. Rayan's dancing. And, we still have one of these little dinosaurs. Goodness. Well, all right, he's going to try. We've seen crazier things happen. It had advantage. It loses that. We're back to regular. 2 attacks. Here we go. And consistent. All right, that was fun. Morthos.
From here, I am just going. You said this one here is about half health.
Yep.
All right.
That's the one that is granting advantage too. Yeah.
Oh, so I get
It is.
advantage to it, or it's giving
Yep.
advantage.
You get advantage when attacking it.
Oh, cool. I am going to cast Eldritch Blast.
Dang, you don't even need the advantage.
I didn't even turn it on. Forgot.
That's okay.
Check
Oh.
a crit.
Yeah,
Oh,
you might as well roll it again. Maybe you roll a 20. Nope. Okay. Let's see. So
And
you have
there.
There it goes.
And then it's going to be plus another 3, so 9.
Okay. Math. All right. That is enough. Yeah,
Boom.
Nice.
we've done it. We are getting low on dinosaurs.
I blow the smoke off my hand. That's how it's
Perfect.
done.
Finger guns.
Pretty much. Finger guns.
All right, that may be the second coolest finger gun scene I've seen in a game. Let's move on to Tyrus, who's
Who cares
definitely
about
not going to get to
finger
first.
guns? Because I'm gonna use a real gun and shoot the dinosaur.
Tyrus
Dang.
doesn't matter. He can't even 1v1 a little guy.
It was one of the medium-sized ones.
Yeah, I was a medium guy. That's 12 is a lot of damage.
Sure
Dang.
is.
The
Yes,
exact
it is.
opposite of what you did last time.
That's amazing.
That's
I-
awesome.
Maybe or may not have played my better roll song while on break.
Good call. Yeah.
I like it.
Do you guys have a better roll song? Because I legitimately do.
No, but I will look into that.
You know, I have my song for every time somebody accidentally pops Vi instead of and it is conveniently titled The Gun. So I feel like it would work here. I have listened to that song like 4 or 5 times in a row because people keep doing it and it drives me crazy. Okay, that is some good damage. Let's see. I think I saw that Sav was back, so I will again mention that he's in advanced dodge mode, and it has so far worked out.
Hooray!
We go to the Colosri. The Colosri is pissed because you've slain most of its friends. Who's in range? Oh, holy crap. I'm going to turn off push to talk as soon as I remember. I can finally do that. I'm so happy. Hey, Tyrus.
Yeah.
You are super within range.
Okay.
The Colossi is going to attempt to jump on you. Before he does, Jacob's going to get his attack of opportunity because you just can't keep a good Jacob down. So that is one attack for. All right, that could have been better. All right, look, that was fine. It's free damage. It's fine. We're not going to worry about that. Nobody saw that. Now, the Colossi clicks this button. He does not have a disadvantage. What's the 16 do to you?
It matches.
Dang, I feel like I've done that like 3 times to you now.
You have.
Okay.
This is exactly the third time.
Man,
It feels like that because
Feels like
hard
that
to-
because it is.
it's hard to say that I feel bad considering how much I'm smiling. Everybody kind of sees, because this is very, very visual, the dinosaur just leaps into the air and lands right in front of Tyrus.
Man, I feel like I need to get my second character ready.
Does it provoke attack of opportunity from me or no?
I'm going to say specifically not you because he is.
And you're dodging.
I'm going to let you take the attack with disadvantage at least.
Okay.
Because the thing is moving very fast and is in mid-air, but you might get a lucky strike.
Disadvantage, right?
Yeah.
An 8.
All right. It was worth a try.
Yeah. Oh, and there goes my 20.
Yeah, there's always more. That being said, back to the Tyrus show. That leap attack is going to land for 6 damage. Because the thing isn't even really biting or clawing so much as just trying to like land on you. And so as part of that, in case you read ahead, go ahead and give me a strength save. That's exactly what you needed.
Oh no.
Oh, he did it
No, it's a
back.
good thing.
Suck it.
Okay.
For like the 6th time today, a dinosaur has flung itself at you with reckless and maybe a bit confusing abandon, and you have held your ground and not gotten knocked on your butt into the river.
Nice.
All right. Let's move to Mira, who just saw a dinosaur practically apparate in front of her.
Sorry, I was consulting with Holden on a potential action, and he talked me out of it.
Mhm,
Okay.
You cannot
so-
seduce the dinosaur.
I mean, I imagine that's something that you would have to roll for me, but I wasn't totally.
Also, I
dismissing
take it
the
back,
idea.
but
Okay. So since I'm not in immediate range of it, I'm gonna pop here. Oh, sorry, never mind. I'm being informed that large creatures can have a farther reach than the 5 feet.
they can. But if you scoot to behind Tyrus, you would still be within range.
I would
So
still
you
be
wouldn't
within
actually leave.
range. My plan was to keep going after I cast Cure Wounds on him.
Yeah.
Okay. So I have an idea then maybe. Okay, because that was 2 squares, right? So let's go ahead
Mhm.
and do our Cure Wounds madness on Tyrus. Are you kidding me?
Ooh.
Sorry, bud. I tried.
No, it's okay.
Is that
I'm
not
already-
affected by a stat or something?
I'm already ready
You're
for
not-
a second character.
Do you not get like a wisdom bonus or anything?
it should be,
It's plus your
Spellcast-
spellcasting ability modifier.
which is charisma for you, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't know why that's coming back with a null on the stat bonus, but you should
my
be adding a
charisma
little bit.
is a 3. So 4, he gets 4 hit points.
You guys get 4. And you can see if you hover over the calculation, it's doing 1d8 plus effectively null. So
Weird.
that's something to take a look at later. So
Okay.
you heal 4 and not 1.
Excellent. And then I'm gonna go here behind the building. Does he get an attack of opportunity since I move out of his line of sight?
Technically you're still within its range and completely. Yeah, I feel like you have played within the letter of the law and you're good.
Woo! Okay, I am done.
Okay. Let's see. Jacob, flabbergasted by what he saw there just a second ago, is going to throw a dagger at. Honestly, let's just throw a dagger at Orange, because I feel like you guys have really been good finishers, but someone's got to open for you.
Good.
So he's going to click this button, and then immediately click that button.
Ooh. 11.
And you guys are going to see that orange raptor, especially you, Ray, and he's right there. That dagger hits with the force of a gun. And you would know because you've seen a lot of guns today, too.
Uh-huh.
It's still standing, but it's not looking so hot. Holden.
I'm tempted to want to offer heals to Tyrus, but it seems like a waste. So instead, from the inside vest lining of my flak jacket, I'm going to pull out what looks like a black piece of shiny volcanic glass that's got like jagged, bent backwards quarrels on it. And as I pass my hand over it, it begins to sort of release a tendril of smoke, and a shaft emerges from the rear of it. I load it into the crossbow and fire it, casting Hex on the blue dinosaur. This also means I lose concentration on the fairy fire, which doesn't impact anything anymore.
Nope.
And then I will make an attack with the crossbow. And it did not hit.
Oh. Dang, that would have been a really cool 14 damage.
I am going to move backwards 6. And that's my turn.
I know this is a thing for guns. I'm going to guess that it isn't for your crossbow because I would feel like I would have seen it. Miscast?
Nope.
Or
not a
misfire?
thing.
Okay. Just checking. Let's move to Rayan.
So, this thing is still alive, right?
Yep.
Okay. I will go ahead and attack that with my longsword.
Mhm.
That's just a normal.
We've been seeing so many 2s today,
Yeah.
and those rolls are all public. I can't even fudge them.
Uh-huh.
I swear, guys, I'm pushing my fudge limit here.
All right. Well, since I need to, I'm going to move here and give that an attack.
Okay. Well, I will take it.
Go for it.
Let's do this one. Yes. I am so proud of myself. All right. Well, that silly slap fight is technically over because one of the parties has shuffled away. We'll see more from round 3 of Orange versus Rayun at some
Hooray.
point. Oh, hey, it's its turn. No, it is not having any of this crap. Get over here.
No intermission.
Oh, we doing this, and no, we don't even care about other guy with gun. Nuh-uh. Little baby, a big daddy. We got this. 2 attacks with advantage.
Mm-hmm.
Here we go. Almost forgot to hit advantage while I was saying it with advantage.
Miss.
Hey, we
And
got
hit.
one.
Nice.
Awesome. I'm so proud. You can't get away from me. 4 whole damage.
Nice.
You have done truly a master's effort of drawing attention from things. Let's go to Morthos, because that was the only small dinosaur left.
With seeing that it came over, and with the newly found strength of actually killing something, I am going to once again cast Acid Splash at our two dear friends here, because it should hit both of those two.
Not the two dear friends.
Not the two dear friends, not these two. Well, I mean, if it hits Tyrus, whatever, but Rune's fine.
Hey, I
Just
have
these
to
two
heal
here.
that. Stop it. Leave his hit points alone.
And they have to beat
Yep.
13.
Okay. First for the small one. Nope, not with advantage. But 21 is still pretty good. And now for the big one.
Oh God!
Wow.
Fuck you and your 21, sir.
Dang. Once again, I can't feel too bad if I'm smiling this hard, but that's at least pretty cool for all of us. Definitely all of us. Anything else you want to do?
Now Marthos just flips off the raptors.
Perfect. Tyrus.
Hi.
I feel obligated before you make a decision on your turn one way or the other to point out that I think I have added a new thing to your tutorials menu.
Yeah.
Because it seems important.
Is it death saving throws?
Plus,
We
It
haven't gotten
sure
there yet.
is.
you also have your really awesome soup pot, soup jar.
Oh,
I believe that's what it is.
Oh,
That
okay.
he's trying to point at and tell me.
Oh.
I'm not telling you to do anything. I'm pointing out you
But
do
you are
have
telling
the
me about it.
Yes.
Yeah, but here's the thing. If I drink a potion this turn, I can't possibly do damage.
That is true.
And things can attack me if they're alive. They can't attack me if they're dead. And the only way to make them dead is if I do damage.
I like this theory of his where he's going to do 70 or 66 damage to this big dinosaur before it hits him. But let's see what you got.
Okay, I'm going to drink some potion. And I don't know
Okay.
where it is in my inventory.
I haven't actually added that to anybody's inventory yet because nobody's drank it.
Well, I'm drinking it right now.
Wonderful. Go ahead and roll for me 3d8.
this is gonna be hefty.
Wonderful.
Terrible.
No, that's just not bad.
No, that's good.
I mean, for you at least. If this dinosaur was drinking it, I'd be like, that's a drop in the bucket. No, you just slam exactly 1/3 as you were instructed, not more. You'll get a tummy ache. But as you start drinking this, it isn't just herbal. It isn't just herbaceous. Is that a word?
Herbaceous, yes.
It is.
Yeah. But it's got the savory notes you're looking for. There's some extra like heat to it, some spice. Like everything washes over you, fills you with such a vigor that reflexively, without thinking about it, you finish that third and then immediately put your arms up into a flex.
Nice.
For emphasis, the journal entry has a good example of exactly how hard you're flexing right now.
It's pretty good.
That is a full action, but that's a pretty good action. You are down 1/3 of your potion. Is there anything else you would like to do? Any moves or free actions?
No.
I was really hoping I could squeeze a move out of you and get 2 opportunity attacks.
No. Not today.
Okay. Well, in that case, you're going to hold the line. And that brings us to Kalistri, who has just successfully done a leap attack and is now going to spin around in circles with a tail sweep. Let's see. Nobody was dodging, so I don't have to worry about disadvantage, right?
Who is it just everybody within a certain radius, or
Yep.
is he attacking a specific person?
Everybody in range, but Rayun, you attacked and then moved, right?
Yeah.
Okay, that was what I was making sure of. So both of you are going to compare your TNs to that 16.
Nope, that misses.
Oh boy, a
Wow.
16. I wonder if that hits.
That's amazing.
So I say
wanted to do
duck
12
and
damage.
he gets hit.
Yeah. This is definitely one of those like Japanese game show moments where there's a big swinging foam arm and one person successfully ducks under it and the other person misthinks and jumps instead and just gets bashed off the platform. Only this time it's a tail and the tail is trying to kill you.
Oh boy.
So hey, it's a good thing you drank that healing potion soup. 'Cause that's a
Sure
lot of
is.
damage. But good news, you don't fall into the river.
That's pretty good news, I guess.
Yeah, and you're still dry. And Mira.
Okay, from where I am, do I have line of sight to Rayun or Tyrus, or no? Because I'm around the corner.
You do have line of sight.
To
There would
them,
be
but
some
not to the
interesting questions of
raptors.
like partial concealment or nonsense.
Okay.
Yeah, you do not have line of sight of the big raptor, and I will also say, for convenience sake, the small raptor as well.
That I can't see that. I don't have
Correct.
line of sight for that. Okay. So I think I'm going to try to come around the other side of the building. Does diagonal work, or do I have to go in like a straight lines?
No, you can totally move in diagonal.
Okay, so
So 30 would put you what, here? Yeah.
30. Yep. Okay. And I should be pretty well concealed here, so
Mhm.
I'm just gonna stay put. And advance
Okay.
dodge because it's not gonna hurt anything to do that.
That's true.
And I can't do anything else on my turn anyway because I'm too far away. So
Sounds good.
awesome, thanks.
He's starting to run low on knives, but not out of gumption. Here comes Jacob.
That's great.
Nailed it. And that amazing knife throw is going to hit the big dinosaur for a good amount of damage.
11.
Nice.
Whoa.
Okay. Holden.
If you guys promise to kill the orange one this round, I can afford to put glitch on blue, which will allow him to help protect Foob from getting trounced again by imposing disadvantage with his protective ability. But I don't want to leave the kid unprotected. So as long as there's something that's small enough to get under the bridge, I don't want to leave him alone. So if we
So-
promise to focus fire the orange one, I'll put glitch in combat with blue now. Otherwise, he's going to stay where he is.
So
I mean, I can't hit anything, so God forbid.
I also have protection as a reaction. So if need be, just protect the child.
Okay, I'll leave glitch underwater.
Yep.
Then, well, not underwater, under the bridge. I will fire the crossbow from Holden.
By the way, it's water under the bridge.
God damn it.
Dang. Well, we've learned time and time again, these 13s aren't quite going to cut it.
Yep.
All right, and we heard that's the end for Glitch's turn as well. I almost said that was the end for Glitch, and that's bad. Rayun.
Rayun takes a deep breath and goes for a long sword attack on orange. Yeah, there we go.
That connects.
All right, here we go. 7 whole damage.
You did it.
Did I?
You finally won the 1v1.
Woo!
So
Wow.
I have the Great Weapon Master feat, and if I bring a an enemy down to 0, I can use my bonus action to attack again.
Doesn't that only work if you're using a great weapon? Certainly,
With
it would
a-
have to be a two-handed weapon, which means no shield.
I think we might be learning something here.
Maybe.
Uh,
It just says with a melee weapon. Well, the secondary thing is before you. Oops.
sorry. I'm also looking for this on your character sheet. There it
It's
is.
yeah, you see it.
Yeah, it's just when you hit with a melee weapon.
Or reduce a character to 0 hit points with 1. You can make 1 melee
Crazy.
weapon attack as a bonus action.
Oh, here's the other part.
Yeah.
If it's a heavy weapon, he can choose to make a -5 penalty on the attack roll to add 10
Yeah,
damage.
I just thought both required them to be a heavy weapon. That's crazy.
No, that's
Yeah.
pretty cool.
So as Rayun goes for a slash on Orange, he like comes back with like a kind of backswing, and he goes for another attack on Big Blue.
Not enough to finally vanquish your arch nemesis.
15.
You have to style on him and try and kill his
Father.
Well, roll damage, sir.
Woo!
Oh my goodness.
1 point difference.
Nice.
Okay. Well, sounds good to me. Yeah, with one side of your sword, you strike down your admirable foe. Well, I'm going to give him that much. He fought valiantly. And with the other one, you slash right back into the giant thing in your face. And a curious thing happens.
Ooh.
It reflexively stumbles back just a little bit, not within the official rule stated 5 feet for an attack of opportunity. And it interrupts, realizing that it is now completely outnumbered and it's hurt. Like, it doesn't like this anymore. And you see the thing just rocket back up to where it came from. It lets out another one of those vicious roars as it does, but it is not interested in being here anymore. And unless somebody says otherwise, it's going to run away.
Do we get an attack of opportunity?
Yeah.
Sure.
And because we're standing next to each other, do we get advantage or no?
No.
Okay.
We don't have pack tactics, sadly.
That's true.
Something to work on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh no.
Well,
Oh no, you accidentally stabbed Tyrus. Kidding.
Yeah.
For
Kidding.
12 hit points. Oh no. He loses all death save rolls.
Ooh.
Who knew?
But it is actually kind of neat to picture that after working so hard and having such a valiant moment there to scare off the big one and slay the small one, then you don't even notice as the thing jumps away and your sword just eats dirt. But, hey, a stray bullet on the way out seems pretty good.
There's nothing stray about it.
It was kind of stray. And yeah, the thing runs back off into the brush. You guys hear some errant stomping as it makes its way, but within like 15, 20 seconds, things are just about back to the quiet that they were before. The first thing that breaks that silence is you hear, "Well, that was a heck of a scrap, eh?" And Jacob saunters back to the rest of the group. Well, looks like no one lost a head, lost a hand, lost any hearts. Oh, we should probably skin these things while we can. Someone give me a hand this one. And he points to where the pink medium-sized dinosaur was.
This one?
Yeah, the one that was there.
Holden, do you have the child?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, I mean, it's under the bridge, but
Well,
I'll
yeah.
tend to
I
it.
mean, like you are going to take care of the baby.
Or interrogate the baby.
Oh no. Maybe I should stay.
We can feed the baby to my hand.
Probably not.
So Jacob knows how to dress the bodies for whatever meats or skins or other valuables we can take with us.
He pretty quickly spins the daggers he was holding and puts them back in his bandolier before taking out a big old knife from his back, like hatchet-sized.
You call that a knife?
You all know how to do this, right? You've done this before, eh?
I know I have.
All right, well, give me a hand with this, and we'll see what we can get. We've got to get some money out of this trip somehow. Goodness knows they're not paying me enough to fight off colonist Z's.
So, do I make a survival check or?
Yes. You are going to end up making a survival because of the type of monster that you're carving. And he is also going to make a survival check that I'm going to roll in secret because I'm going to remember.
Okay. And it's just a normal, no advantage or anything?
Yep.
12.
Oh, good. I actually gave Jacob survival. Okay, I'm testing. Did anybody see that?
No,
We're doing survival checks.
I saw Ray.
Just Reagan.
roll.
Yeah.
Okay. Great. Then I've successfully learned how to talk to myself.
Valuable
Okay.
skill.
Did you use
Yeah.
the Whisper GM?
No, I use /talk to myself.
Oh.
So we will get to the child in a minute, but Jacob knows what he's doing. He's definitely done this a few times, and this is a real clinical. All right, lift this. Now expose this. Oh, no, not that. Now there's too much. Hold on. Just hold this. And after a few seconds, not a few seconds, but about a minute and a half of instructions and teamwork, he hacks off not just a full-sized Costa V pelt, but also one of its claws, which was abnormally very large, probably a good 9 inches long.
Whoa.
He grabs some nearby plants and makes a couple makeshift knots to hold the hide and the claw. Well, actually went pretty well. Here, I'll once we get back to the ship, I'll split all these with you. And well, probably not get anything else out of the rest of these. They're going to deteriorate too fast. But for next time, we'll see what we can carve. Eh? See if we can get some materials for the guild.
Right.
Or our pockets. I'm good either way.
Okay. So now the baby.
Yeah, let's go over to Holden. So the combat has ended.
Is he holding the baby?
Jacob and
Yeah.
Rayun are butchering, and you kneel down. This kobold child has not moved at all since you first spotted him.
Acknowledging that this is not at all my forte and that I might need someone with a softer touch, I'll call for Mira, but do my best to put anything that looks aggressive or offensive away. Have Glitch be like in stand down, cuddly kitten mode, and just try to get him to take one step towards me. Not being under the bridge, but being in the sunlight out of the bridge and seeing if he'll just come anywhere near me.
Yeah, that seems like I will give you a second shot at your persuasion check.
Which is terrible.
Well, look, at the very least, you've managed to not scare this child away again.
Take a small bit of trail ration from my pack and just kind of throw it like at him in the distance between him and I and see if he'll come close enough to eat it.
Oh, I can rematerialize him. There's not combat going on.
I'm gonna peek my head underneath the bridge. What would I roll to try to introduce myself to?
I have been using persuasion, but if you're looking just like to, yeah, let's stick with persuasion. I feel like that's probably going to be the best,
Okay.
unless you have something else that you would prefer.
Yeah, I think that's probably okay. Let's give it a go. What? The
Wow,
twos.
you guys!
Wow.
The twos.
So I have 5 in persuasion as well.
I'm going to say this. We'll get to Morthos in just a second, but the entirety of this interaction that admittedly only goes for like 4 or 5 seconds is Holden manages to at least convince the thing to eat the trail ration that was thrown at it. With like an encouraging nod and a hand gesture. And just as the thing is starting to uncurl enough to reach for the ration, Mira just like jumps down, like a freaking Harley Quinn, and shouts hello at the thing, and it balls back up.
Oh.
Yeah, I want to tell it a joke.
Morthos, go ahead and attempt to introduce yourself as well.
Well, since I'm on the bridge, I reattract my arm before my parasite before going down.
That's a good idea.
Because that would horrify a child. And I try to talk to the what looks like orphaned kobold.
Oh, that's good.
This was how it was supposed to be, apparently. And no joke, definitely how I was hoping it would go. He turns at the sight of you and almost immediately uncurls, grabbing the ration as he slowly crawls his way out. And he at least pokes his head out. Hi. Is it safe?
Yes, it's quite safe now. But we must move in case the giant raptor comes back.
Okay. Yeah, let's... I don't know where they're safe anymore.
You can come with us. We should be heading back to the city, and we can get you with someone who may protect you.
Okay. Thank you. I'm Kozu.
Hi, Kozu. I'm Morthos. And these are my friends. They will not do any harm to you.
Those two are really loud. Okay.
It never ends with them. Trust me. At least she didn't tell you a joke.
How did you find me? I was hiding.
We all heard you make a little whimper, and it piqued our interest to what was under the bridge.
Oh. Well, thank you.
You're welcome. Now we must get going.
He looks ready to go. And Morthos, he is not leaving within like a 2-foot radius of you.
Oh, you got a little buddy.
Heck yeah.
Before we go, I'm gonna.
I'm feeding him to my armed later, just so you know.
I will make note of that. Before we go, I'm gonna try to wash off the blood so that I don't attract other things to our location.
Yeah, that's fair. And there's no roll necessary for that. You can just like jump in the river and jump out, and you're probably fine.
And are we
Yeah.
gonna go back to the city, or are we on the way to where the turnips are? Should we, or the yeah, should we be continuing on this route to get to Her Majesty's turnips?
I mean, our plan was to go forward for the turnips, but I don't know if this changes that. And yeah, I don't know.
Especially with Tyus being so hurt.
Yeah.
Oh, he can heal.
And we can also take a short rest, I
I'm
would
fine.
think.
As I'm dying.
We gonna take a short rest with all the corpse back in the villages too, Meg? Is that what we're doing?
No, I definitely don't want to take a short rest here. I want to get farther down the road.
Jacob nods and adds, we didn't bring any camping gear. We don't want to stick around if there's this many monsters, but we can afford to take a breather. No sense in running ourselves ragged.
All right, do we need to search the buildings for anything to take with us? We haven't even been into the other two, but I would think that Tyrus got a pretty good look at the building that he was staring into when he was fighting this stuff earlier.
He absolutely did. And it actually
Yeah.
kind of mirrors what you guys were seeing in the stables of just a lot of wreckage. Right, these raptors were doing a lot of damage, but there wasn't a lot else in there. You are free to take a look around though.
I'm gonna take a look into this building here.
And I'll come to this one.
Okay. Rayun, as you open the door, you definitely see a dinosaur
Oh,
more afraid than anything, just like bolt past you.
And I'm out.
Almost as if it was probably supposed to join the fight and didn't because you guys had it under control. That being said, feel free to make perception checks, or or investigation. I think either one would work in these situations.
You said perception or
Investigation.
oh,
Nice.
nat 20.
Okay. Well, that only makes sense. You're the one that walked in the building, after all. Rand, you don't actually find much here, except that the scene sort of feels familiar to what you saw before, which are back in Cross's Rest, which was that there's no bodies. It looks like the people in this forward outpost left in a hurry. Right? Like there's still half of a meal on one of these smashed tables that admittedly has been kind of picked through by the dinosaurs, but there's a couple candles that are burned down to their stems. Like it looks like maybe they didn't take a lot of care when they left.
Well, that's interesting. So, I'll relay this back to the group.
And I doubt I saw much with a 10, but I'm also going to peek down into the well. Just to make sure there isn't somebody that like hid down there away from the dinosaurs that needs help coming back up.
Nope, that makes total sense. But I can say that's really funny because that's where one of the dinosaurs came from.
Nice.
But don't worry, there are no more in there.
Okay, perfect.
And yeah, you are absolutely able to relay back to everybody that this looks like it was a scramble job. And if there's anything else you'd like to do in this outpost, feel free to let me know. Otherwise, I am also happy to hear what your guys' plan is.
I think patching up Tyrus and getting a short rest in would be most optimal.
I'm just chilling with my little newfound kobold homie.
I am also in favor of the rest, but I don't know that it makes sense to do it here. And I would like to keep making our way toward wherever the turnips are, for my part. We haven't heard from Tyrus or Holden on what they want to do.
If Tyrus needs to rest, this actually isn't a bad place to do it. The ground is littered with defeated foes. Unlikely something will come back looking for a fight. That raptor just got beat here. In an hour or so, we'll see carrion feeders, but that shouldn't be too big a threat to us, and we'll be out of here by then.
Yeah,
My only concern is moving forward with the child.
There's a
It's
bed
putting
over
him
there I
down,
could
but-
go take a nap on.
Possibly a broken bed, but yeah, we can hold up in this house if we need to.
Probably. It's got some smash windows, but that's all right. Okay, so feel free. Let's go ahead and take the short rest. Everybody's allowed to spend healing dice as necessary. And I'm going to be honest, I don't have a firm handle on what short resting does besides that, except that I know that for Morthos, it's going to reset some of your powers.
Yeah, I didn't use them any on that one, so
That
Do we
makes
get
sense.
spell
but
slots
it
back?
does get. I didn't use any spell
You
slots.
only get spell
Oh.
slots after a long rest.
Long rest.
I
okay.
do lose my temporary hit points though.
That's true. Those hit points are about sending a message, though.
100%.
So you guys are free to do that maintenance stuff. I am looking for a plan from you guys, because the next step, at the very least, is going to tell me what screen I load next.
Is Jacob planning to travel with us to the plants, or was he just here to investigate? And if he's going to depart, can we leave the child with him to take it back to the village, or at least to the ship, until we uncover what's going on here and why so many people have disappeared?
So you can ask him, and the second you bring it up, this seems like the sort of thing that would come up during your hour rest.
Just your hit dice if you want to spend them. So I think you're probably either D10s or a mix of 10s and 8s. I don't know what your class is.
And on your character sheet, there is a button for hit dice that you can click.
And if you need it to get back to full, I can do Song of Rest. I even have songs for it.
I'm only going to spend one hit dice, which was a 10.
How much will you still be short?
6.
Okay. And Rayun, you have hit points to recover also?
Yeah, I have I'm down 5, but I can manage. But if you're healing if you're healing us, then that'll probably bring me back to full.
Is everybody in the building with us? Are we just going to assume that that is the case? Because everyone has to be able to hear me in order to get the 1d6 hit points back.
Jacob's good and is happy to watch the door.
Okay.
I can't bring my little buddy with me.
Oh, sorry. I had control, but you know what? That's important. Let me just give you control as well. But only you.
I think you should put him
You
in a
should be-
backpack.
Should be good.
Yeah, Kozu with me.
Heck yeah. So yeah, everybody that needs healing can hear your song.
Okay, I'm trying to decide which version I want to share. I have
I
4
would
prepared.
ask for the metal cover.
Let's roll a die because I have 4 prepared, and I will sing number 2. Okay. You've got some bumps, you've got some bruise, but hear these words, I've got good news. The song brings peace and lots of rest to those who hear it, 'cause they're the best.
That was not the metal cover. Maybe next time.
All right, so everybody gets a 1d6 of hit points if they need it.
Woohoo.
Wonderful.
That much closer.
Yeah, but think about how much better that would have been if instead it was. I took my headset off for that. I didn't want to scream at you.
Nice. You have to hear John's version. It was pretty great.
I can't do it again. My throat's too sore.
All right, so yeah,
while they're
you
doing
ask.
that, ask Jacob what his
You ask
plan
Jacob,
is.
and he he scratches the back of his head.
Not that we don't
Honestly.
appreciate having a chaperone.
I was just in for the transport, but it does seem like you're gonna need my help because unless you think you can get those turnips by yourself, not a lot of sense in having a transport for some corpses. So I might as well come with you. Worst case, I can at least bring back the news of what happened.
So now we have everybody going with us, which means we either have to side quest a detour and bring the kid somewhere safe, or we have to risk putting him in danger with the Queen of Spite taking him with us to recover the turnips.
Well, we know for sure that we don't want to try to engage her, so I'm okay taking him with us.
Oh, I know that we're new together, like as a collective group here, but how many of our plans so far have gone exactly the way we drew them up?
But he's so small.
I
he,
believe
like,
they've all
fits in the
gone tits
pocket.
up. I'm not really sure yet.
Yeah.
Right. So
I mean,
I'm just saying when someone says there's like a 5% chance for certain death, I'm not saying it's gonna happen. I'm just saying I don't want to bring a kid.
I don't know. I like to bring blood for the blood god, personally.
I feel like 5% is pretty generous there. It seems like a lot of people have been like, no, we're talking like mid double digits, and it's going to be bloody.
I think we should leave the kid behind.
Well, we can't abandon
With-
him in
with
Raptorland
Jacob.
in Jurassic
Yeah.
Park.
Give him to
This-
Jacob.
I think we should take him back to the ship and he can deal with shirtless.
yeah, that would be the wise decision. Just like taking
and
the kid
deliver our
back to the
raptor
ship.
parts.
Yeah, that way we're not
Sure,
like,
this guy. You ever seen a grown man naked?
oh,
I don't even know where to go with that.
All right, then are we in agreement? Does that work for the group that we take the kid and the supplies back to the boat?
I think that's fair. Until we have more information about what's happening to all these villagers, it seems like leaving him anywhere here. If we all consent to the belief that we're responsible for him now since we found him in a vulnerable state, then I think the only safe place is on the boat. But if we want to have an intellectual discussion about whether or not we have any responsibility towards this child, I'm willing to have that discussion.
I mean, I don't think he's going to leave my side until we get him someplace safe. So
yeah.
And is he going to leave your side and stay on the boat? Because
he will.
it's a waste of time if we get out there and he decides he's safer with you.
If he thinks he's safe with me, I'll pull out my arm. We'll be fine.
Okay.
Nice.
We could always just ask him what he wants to do.
Rayun kneels down and talks with the little kobold. Hey, what would you like to do? Would you like to go back to the boat?
You have a boat?
Yeah.
Ooh. I could
Is
be
that-
on a boat? Yeah.
Yeah. Let's go.
He doesn't bound off because A, you're in the middle of the rest, and B, you're not Morthos.
Yeah.
But he does like he does eagerly take a couple steps forward while holding on to Morithos's pantaloons.
I like it.
Well, I'm glad you're eager.
Then I will pose this question to the group. Should we send a scouting party ahead while part of the party takes the kobold back?
The only thing I would warn with that is we don't have what you might call like a full complemented group. So if we run into trouble without all of us, you're in quite a bit of danger.
That's fair.
Well, as long as you have me.
Unless
and
you send
I-
Holden with the pet out. But I mean, even then.
All right, so to the boat and then off to get some turnips.
Sounds good.
Okay. Well, the travel back, you guys weren't more than like half a mile, maybe a little bit more out of town. Like this was pretty close by. So it's a pretty easy walk to get back, and big freaking surprise, nothing ambushes you in the 15 minutes that you guys are walking.
Hey! Now when we get on the boat, are they gonna know that something went down because they heard the roars and the yelps, or are they just gonna be none the wiser?
They were left at attention, like cannons ready. And when you get back, you see them. They're still cannons ready. Specifically, the shipmate Old Tom Mary is literally standing by the cannons with ignition rod in hand. Blinky is still in the tops, and Shirt Guy is nowhere to be found. You guys get back on the ship, no issue. And Jacob mutters out some orders and hands to Old Tom Mary the hide and claw, and does a quick introduction of, all right, Mary, you're going to be mostly in charge of looking after this little one, Kozu. Welcome to my ship, the Emerald Dawn. Until we get back, she's your ship. And he immediately looks up at Mary and shakes his head. Says anything that you want them to do, they do. And he shakes his head again.
That is amazing.
Kozu doesn't particularly notice the shaking part and starts bounding with the energy of the 7-year-old. He probably is. Going up and down the ship, just looking at everything he can. At one point, when he goes below deck, you see a giant meaty arm holding him up by the collar. And Jacob even adds, no, Shirt, he's fine. He's fine. Put him down. And the arm just descends back below deck with child.
Since Morithos has a bond with Kozu, I'd like to use one of my magical tinkers left for today to turn a mundane bit of cloth from my backpack into a captain's hat that has a skull and crossbones that glows, and whenever he tips the bow, it does the add attention whistle. So that Morithos can give it to Kozu.
That sounds lovely. Sound good to you as well, Morithos?
Sounds great to me.
All right. You catch him on one of his laps of the ship, and this child has never been given a gift as amazing as this hat. You could see it in his eyes and in his agape mouth. Is this is from. Thank you.
Don't thank me, thank Holden.
He rushes towards you and like stops at arm's length before giving you a cautious, gentle hug. And he whispers a thank you before rushing back below deck. He's not even wearing the hat yet, he's just carrying it behind him.
Excellent.
That is adorable.
Jacob, smiling. All right, well, you certainly made his day, and honestly, probably his life, because very good chance he'd be dead if we left him. So, what's the plan now? I can think of, we could just go after those turnips. I wouldn't mind tracking down that Kalis Z. It was weak, and if we could find it, it'd probably be good for Cross's Rest to put it out before it healed up and came back. I'll leave it up to you, though. I'm just the driver. So, whatever you say goes.
If it's within our route, hunting it down would be okay, but I think getting the turnips is our first priority for now.
He looks around to see if there's any dissent.
Fine by me.
If it crosses
Nod
our
my
path,
head.
let's kill it.
All right, well, sounds like that's the plan then. We'll aim for the turnips. Maybe the Kalis Z will show up. Maybe not. I don't know. Couldn't say. All right then. Looks like we're all about as rested and splot up as we're gonna get. Let's make our way out. And he once again disembarks. And that's where we're gonna leave it for here. I thought about doing some extra rolls so that we could just put ourselves in an awkward situation for an amazing cliffhanger, but we'll end here with a nice, gentle cliffhanger of we're heading back off into the mountains, and yes, there's still a giant dinosaur track there.
Nice.
But good job, everybody. That was a nice, relaxing combat session, but, I feel like in the world building, I've done a lot of talking. Sometimes it's nice to just have some dice happen for a bit.
Yeah, this can be fun.
I do enjoy dice.
Me too.
This is
I've
where
had
we
a
hit
lot
the
of fun with that.
Monster Hunter side of this.
Yeah.
Dice game.
Yeah,
Dice
I
game.
like it.
Becky.
So,
2 weeks.
2 weeks from now.
We'll pick right back
Let me
up where
check.
we left off.
Huzzah.
My calendar puts that at Friday, July 8th. And I don't know why I'm bothering to look at my personal calendar, because I'm boring and don't have any plans for the next month that change.